Yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Stacks, and I'm back at you with another episode of Go Up Inside. Before I go any further, I just want to give a big shout out and say much love to everyone that has been viewing my videos, that has been tuned in, pressing play, pressing like, to all my subscribers. I appreciate y'all a lot, you know, more than you might think. And then if you guys haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and then hit the little notification bell so you get alerted and you won't miss a thing. Today, what I'm going to talk about is level systems. Every placement that you hit, every spot that you go, there's going to be a level system. Some type of level system in place in which they make you work through certain goals and steps. And then at the end of the week or the end of the month or whatever, they usually vote and see whether or not you move to the next level. Now, it's supposed to make you have ambitions or want to take initiatives to, you know, move up and do the right thing. But in all actuality, 80-90% of the time, these level systems are used as a way to manipulate us and get us to tell on each other, turn us against each other, and then in the end, the staff members could give two shits about us anyway. You see what I'm saying? So one of the placements I was at, level system was really simple. Level 1, 2, or 3. You know what I'm saying? When you get there, you start out obviously on orientation. And orientation usually in most places lasts about a week, but this particular place, I think it was 21 days. All right, and then after 21 days, you start out on level 1. MNV and 1 are basically the same thing. MNV is major norm violation. You usually get on MNV after you like get in trouble doing something. So anyway, every weekend, they either let you go to the movie room, which is for level 2s and 3s, and then they go to the board game room for MMV and level 1 or orientation. When you're in the game room, basically the only thing they let you play is like chess. They had Risk, Uno. This place I was at, they didn't even let you play regular cards because of like gambling and shit like that. Like they were really big into that shit, and not every dorm was like that. Just the particular dorm I was in was a little bit stricter than all the other ones. You know what I'm saying? So like card games, chess, checkers, shit like that. And then the movie room, obviously motherfuckers go over there, set up the couches, and they get to watch movies. You know what I'm saying? And this placement that I was at, they had this thing called holding each other accountable. And basically what it is a nice way of calling someone a fucking snitch. What they did was they told you to, hold each other accountable. And let me tell you, motherfuckers took that shit serious. Like, there were a lot of guys in there that would take that shit serious and fucking snitch on you for the littlest, smallest, stupidest shit. You know what I mean? But they would do it because of this fucking level system they had in place. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to go after fucking having a long-ass week at school, doing a bunch of groups? Motherfuckers don't want to go to the board game room. You know what I mean? So they tell on each other. And then, like, a lot of times, too, they won't even let you leave, like, get released unless you're on a certain level. Excuse me. For instance, like the level 1, 2, and 3. I was on level 1 mostly my whole time, and then I ended up assaulting a staff member and got FTA'd, which is a failure to adjust. But like, they wouldn't release you from that program unless you were at least a level 3. You know what I'm saying? I think they would let you go if you were a 2. I can't really remember, but I'm pretty sure you had to be at least a level 3 for X amount of weeks to even be able to get out. You know what I'm saying? And then like, the guys on level 3 got to wear whatever they wanted. We weren't allowed to wear certain name brands and shit like that because they wanted to keep everyone the same. So like, we were only like allowed to wear Dickies, and then we couldn't even wear like red shirt with red pants. We couldn't wear red on red or blue on blue or yellow on yellow, anything like that, because they said it was gang shit. But like, if you were on level 3, you got to wear your Jordan shoes, your Uptowns, everything like that. So that was like another incentive. Like I said, on the weekends, you get to go and watch movies. They let you sleep in when you're on level 3. You're allowed to get the fuck out when it comes time for you to go home. Like, you get sentenced to, let's say, 9 to 12 months, all right? 9 months come along and you're still on level 2 or level 1. Maybe they might let you go if you have been on level 2 the whole time and you're just basically doing the bare minimum to get by. They might let you go home. But probably they might not either. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be a level 3 to get out. Fucking, you know, and the level 3 dudes, you can always tell them. They always walk around super fresh. They got jeans, Jordans, you know what I mean? And let me tell you something. You see someone walking around dressed like that, be careful, because they're the ones who's him did it, snitching and telling on each other too. Excuse me, I don't know if y'all tried this Sprite with the ginger, but that shit smacks. And then, you know, they basically fucking snitch to get out, you know, and then they get out and go back to the street and act all hard again. You know what I mean? Another place when I was at, the level systems was, it was bronze, silver, gold, diamond. Bronze, silver, gold, diamond. And in this placement, it was a more secure facility. If you were on bronze, you had to go to bed early at like 8:30 at night. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get to do no rec room activities. You didn't get to have no type of leisure books in your room at all, which means you were only allowed to have like National Geographic, the Bible, a Quran, or something like that. And then silver level, you were allowed to stay out till like, I think 9 o'clock instead of 8:30. And then you were allowed to spend, I think, like $3 or $5 a week on silver, because they had a vending machine in the rec room, and then in the dining room they had a soda machine. And if you were on, you had to be gold to get out of the soda machine, but to get out of the vending machine, you only had to be silver. And when you were on silver, I think you got to spend like $3 a week or something like that to get shit out of there. And then you got to stay out till 9 o'clock. But silvers weren't allowed to play the video game. They did have a PlayStation, not the PS2. They had the old PlayStation back then. And I think the PS2 was out. They just, you know, obviously they ain't gonna have one in lockup. But they had a PlayStation, and you had to be gold. You had to be gold level to play the PlayStation and shit like that. And then gold got to stay out till 9:30 and stuff like that. And then gold got 2 phone calls per week. Gold got 2 phone calls per week, and instead of 5-minute phone calls, they were 10-minute phone calls. But even motherfuckers who were on gold level used to get fucking beat for their phone calls all the time, because only your counselor can do your phone call, and if your counselor don't feel like doing it, he ain't gonna do it. He'd just rather sit around in the bubble and laugh and eat dip with his fucking colleagues, his punk ass colleagues, you know what I mean? And then Platinum was the highest level. I never met anyone that was on platinum. You know what I mean? Only thing I ever seen was gold. You know, I never even made it to gold level. I was only ever on silver. Funny, dudes will tell on you, but like they'll do it right there in front of your face. They have to. Like they have to tell on you. It's called holding someone accountable. You know what I mean? Or like calling someone out on their thinking errors. Yeah, like, what type of shit is that? Like, so basically, instead of, like, you know, making, like, setting goals as far as, like, you know, write this much essays on the people that you hurt and this and that, or something, you know? Instead of doing that, they just say, you know, basically, you know, snitch on people and that helps you move up. Become staff pet, and that's what helps you move up, right? But what's funny is, the dudes who act like that, staff members fucking like, you know, abuse them like verbally and shit. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, hey, let's say his name's Smith. Hey, Smith, go over there and mop the bathroom after everyone's done a shower. They'll be like, hey, bitch, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Hey, pussy boy. hey, mop boy, hey, whatever, you know what I mean? Mop head, grease face. And they'll be like, hey, go mop the fucking bathroom after everyone's done taking a shower. After showers, take your punk ass and go do that. And then he'll have the person in there mopping. They're thinking, oh, they're all happy to do it, not realizing that the fucking dudes are making an ass out of them right to their face. You know what I mean? They think that they're cool and staff members are cool with them because they're cursing and shit around them, but really they're not. They're just making asses out of them because they know that they're brown-nosing, ass-kissing dudes. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the level systems. You know, they're bullshit. 99.99999% of the time, they're fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what level you on, staff members will still fucking bust your ass up. They'll still restrain you and fucking suffocate your ass and choke you till you almost fucking die. Some cases, dudes do die. You know what I mean? Shit's crazy, man. And I seen fucking dudes that would do shit like kiss ass and, you know, try to like dry snitch. And then instead of the staff members fucking, you know, praising them for it, they call them out in front of everyone. Oh, look at such and such here trying to get you guys in trouble for this and that. Ain't he a fucking snitch? Dudes end up getting his ass beat. All because he's trying to move up in levels. Placements are always going to have level systems. You know what I mean? It's a way to control you. It's a way to, you know, have residents do their job for them. You know what I mean? The whole thing is bullshit. Like I said, it's only in place to control you. You know what I mean? Oh, snitch on him and basically kiss ass and suck cock and you'll go up to the top and that's how you get to go home. But if you don't, then we're going to fuck you up. And, you know, they were literally, if they knew you were good at sports, they'll fucking threaten you. Like, they'll pull you in a room by yourself and threaten you with violence. And I've even heard them go as far as threatening people with fucking, like, physically and sexually abusing them. Because they know you're a good athlete, you know, but you have a bad attitude. And fucking, they will threaten you to make you play or whatever, you know? So yeah, man, once again, coming on here and fucking shedding light on another corrupt fucking scheme. That's all it is. It's like a scheme. It's oppression at its finest. These level system ain't nothing but a way to oppress us and fucking get us to do what they want us to do and control us. You know what I mean? Instead of having programs and helping us set goals and actually giving us counseling, they're fucking setting us up for failure. You know what I mean? They're setting us up to fucking get us to create a web and a revolving door. You know what I'm saying? To make us come back and shit like that. So I hope y'all enjoy the content, man. I always keep it real. I keep it 100. You know what I mean? And I don't pull no type of punches. I'm always upfront and I'm honest with everything, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, what anybody thinks about it. I hope y'all are enjoying it. If you haven't already done it, go ahead and hit that subscribe tab with the little notification bell. That way, every time I drop a video, you get notified. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys is fucking with it. Let's get me up to 1K. You know what I'm saying? Never trying to glorify or nothing like that. I'm only trying to shed light on all the corruption and the bullshit and the fuckery that's going on inside them walls. Back then, even to this day, 20-some years later. So, till next time, Yerrro.